welcome back to my channel. In case you are new, my name is Favor and this is my baby Sophie. Today we are going to be discussing on how you can keep up with your long distance relationship, things you can do to spice it up and make it more beautiful and more lasting and all. Like I said in my previous video, I was in a long distance relationship like for 4 years. So I am going to be telling you tips that worked for me to be able to do this. Personal experience joined with research that I did and all, and things I've also learned from people. So do well to stick because you're going to learn from this and you're going to love it. Okay, so in trying to keep up with your long distance relationship, the number one thing on my list on things you can do to spice up your long distance relationship is give each other something tangible to hold on to. Okay, this is what I mean. If you are going to visit somebody, if you guys are meeting, you guys are going to see each other, what do? What can you give? What can you give to the person, to your partner, that he or she can hold on to, and every time he or she remembers, you'll be like, yes, this is from my partner. So you give something. It doesn't matter what you are giving. It doesn't matter what it is that you decide to give. The most important thing is that you are giving something. You can decide to give them a painting, just whatever it is that you can afford. It's not about the amount. The amount doesn't really matter in this case. What matters is that you have the heart to give. So it can be a cloth, so that whenever they wear this cloth, they will have in mind like, she remembered me, he remembered me, and they gave me something. So it doesn't have to be big or expensive. Just give them something to hold on to. That whenever they look at that, whenever they see that thing, they'll remember you, and you're always in their hearts. Remember you in this. I'm not saying you like without the gift they will not remember you, but just something to make your presence always felt with them. So that is the number one. And the number two thing on our list is make a schedule on how you guys can be seen, and also know the schedule of your partner. So when you're in a long distance relationship, you're not seeing each other every day, you're not frequently seeing each other, so you need to monitor the other person's activities. If he or she works, you have to know, when does he or she go to work, when does my partner go to work, when do they go for break, when can I call and I will not be causing problem for them at work. So you need to discover all these things. You should know their schedule, and this schedule, and then their availability to talk or to interact with you at certain times will determine when you should talk to them and when you should call. So you know how available they are and when they are available to talk, to be able to have your time. Without this, it will be like you're calling, they are not answering, they are calling and you're not answering, because you don't know their activity, you don't know when they are free, you don't know when they are not free. So know their activity, know their schedule for the day, know when it is the right time to call, because there's a way you will keep calling somebody. It will be as if you are bugging me, don't call me like that. So you can't keep calling somebody that is at work every time. You should monitor. By 2 they go for a break. So your conversations should be centered around this period when they are free, so that both of you can have something long to talk about and all. Yeah, so that is it for number 2. Know your partner's schedule and when they are available, and also make yourself available for your partner. Tell your partner, I am available at so and so time. If you call me at so and so time, we can talk and then we can have our free time. So the number 3 thing on our list that I consider very, very important is trust. Build trust. If you are going to succeed in your long distance relationship, you need to build trust. No relationship can succeed without trust, like proper trust. You need to trust your partner, that when they say they are sleeping, you believe they are sleeping. Even if your mind is telling you, am I sure? Well, she's sleeping. Why am I hearing that kind of noise there? You need to trust them for what they are saying. You need to believe them to be sleepy when they say they are sleeping. You need to believe them to be doing whatever they say they are doing when they say they are doing so. You don't have to go questioning everything they tell you. Otherwise, you are not going to succeed in that relationship. So you need to believe what they tell you, and you need to trust them. Your trust has to be top-notch. Without trust, there's nothing like long-distance relationship. Without trust, you're not going to succeed in long-distance relationship. It's just as simple as that. Instead of you wallowing in insecurities and thinking of what they might be doing, what they might not be doing, just build trust. It's as simple as that. Build trust. Cultivate. It is something that you need to build and cultivate, and you would see that the relationship will do a whole lot better with you not wondering what your partner or your spouse is doing at a particular time, but trusting them for their word, that if they say they are on their road going home from work, that is exactly where they are, and not your mind trying to imagine what if they are going to see another girl, what if he's going to see another woman, what if she's in another man's house. So build trust. This is what you have said, and this is what I am going to take. That's it for number 3. And number 4 is focus on consistent and quality conversations. So if you're going to be talking, you guys are not seeing each other face to face. So the conversations has to count. It's not going to be as frequent as, it's not going to be as often as you seeing somebody, or when you're seeing somebody, you guys can easily talk about whatever, gossip about anything. But when there is distance, when you are not seeing each other face to face, you guys are not together, you'll discover that there is limited time, there's limited money, there is limited everything that you can do. So how do you boost this? How do you make use of what the time you have to get the best out of your conversation? Be consistent with your conversation. If you are going to be talking, be talking. You need to be talking. You need to be consistent in your discussions. Talk about things that matter to each other, and then have quality conversations. Every time is not for gossip and gist. Talk about the relationship. With this relationship we are doing like this, where is it headed for? What is going on? How are you doing? Others quality, whatever quality means to you, have that kind of discussion, and then things, you just see things moving. Quality conversation, and be consistent with your conversation. Communication is the key, one of the very important keys to every relationship. But every couple you see doing so well, they are talking, they are discussing, and they are talking about things they can do and how they can better their relationship. So the number 5 thing on our list is make time to visit each other. If you are going to do this, then you're going to make out time. You don't have to say I'm so busy. If you're going to succeed in long distance relationship, you have to make out time for each other. You have to dedicate time. Let there be a time of the month, or just whenever it is convenient for the two of you. Plan, make out time. Take turns in visiting each other. This month I am going to go. This week it is my turn. The other time it will be your turn. Make out time. Take out time to visit each other. You would see that these things are not really so difficult as it is. Let's take turns. When it becomes difficult is when it is one person that is just putting all the effort, and the other person keeps receiving without even making an effort to reciprocate. But when it is 2 people doing this, when it is 2 people that have said, this is us, this is what we're going to do, and we're going to do this, and you put in your effort, you would see that it is not really as difficult as people think. Long distance relationship can be fun. Yeah, if you know how to melee your way around it, can be fun. It can be fun. Make out time to visit each other, and don't allow one person to do the job. Like I said earlier, don't allow one person to be the one doing everything. Like, you are not working, I am working, then you should be the one coming. No, it shouldn't be like that. Even during your leave days, take leave days, visit your partner. They would appreciate it. It will be a well-balanced stuff where everybody is getting attention, and then all those things. Number 6, embrace the challenges together. Definitely in long distance relationship, there are going to be challenges. Yeah, you are not seeing each other. You are not seeing each other every time. So there are definitely going to be challenges. You should know that one thing or the other are going to come up. Even phone conversation can go from 0 to 100. Like, this minute people are discussing and chatting and having fun, the next minute it is don't ever come again. So there are going to be challenges. The distance is one very big challenge. You guys are just going to hold each other strong and say, we are going to do this. You make up your mind. It is something that you just make up your mind to do, and you do. So there are going to be challenges, and then you're going to get through with it. Think about why you actually started. Why did you start at the initial time? So the reason why you started should keep you pushing, should keep you going. I started this, then we're going to continue. So embrace the challenges together, be there for each other during each and every challenging time. You've gone too far to stop because of the distance or because of the conversation issues, and then whatever it is that you guys are having issues with, make sure to trash it out as they are coming up. One killer of long distance relationship, like I said earlier, is lack of conversation. So you have problems with this person, you don't talk. Instead of talking, you start avoiding them, you stop picking their calls. So answer their calls, talk to them. This thing you did I do not like it, just be open. You would see that things are not so difficult as supposed or as said. Yeah, baby. Yes. Okay, number 7, surprises. I love surprises. So there are things you can do for your partner, just little things. All these I'm saying are little things you can do, and then spice up everything. Surprises. You don't have to go and chatter Korea and then use it to send car for your partner. You can just, yeah baby, we're doing YouTube video, so you listen. You can just, if you guys have always communicated via WhatsApp, phone calls and all, you can use your email. Just one day, write them a love letter on their email address and send to them. Like, it would be wow. Like, we've never talked on email, and then I am seeing this thing on my email. Like, they would appreciate it. These are surprises. These are little things. Use different mediums to communicate. Like, use different mediums to communicate. Things that you don't used to use before. You can send them letters. If post office still works where you are, if post offices are still operating where you are, write a letter, send it to Nine Post. They will post for you, and they will get, and your partner will get it. So imagine your partner just gets into the office, gets a knock at their door, and then somebody said I should give this to you, and then they open it and it is you writing them love letter. Or more, it's going to make sense. So little things, and you can give them gifts, send them surprise gifts. Like I said earlier, it doesn't have to. The amount doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be expensive or anything. It doesn't have to be expensive. What matters is the heart. That you remember them and you are giving them something. That's what matters. So the amount you are spending on this thing doesn't really count. Like I said earlier. It's raining. That's why you're hearing the background noise. Pardon us. And number 8. Team mindset. What do I mean by team mindset? Like, you two are in this together, you two are in this relationship. It's just similar to embracing the challenges together. But in team mindset, you have this mindset that this is our thing. Like, it is our relationship. And if it is going to work, it is going to be the two of us making it to work. It is going to be the two of us doing this. And then putting all our effort to ensure that it works. So it doesn't have to be one person pushing to make it work, while the other person stays there and receiving everything without putting in an effort. You don't call, you don't do anything. When they call, you don't even pick their call. And when they are going to pick, you make it seem like you're doing the other person a favor. It doesn't work in long distance relationship. If it's going to work, it has to be team mindset. The two of you working together as one. Even though we have so many things working against us, we can make it we. Just the we stuff, the team as a team. When you work as a team, something you see that things are very easy. Everybody is making an effort. You are coming from here, I'm coming from here. And before you know it, you meet at a particular center, and things are things are easy. The bulk of the work is not larger than one person to do and deliver everything. So team mindset. If you are going to succeed, work as a team. Okay. Finally, guys, make sure the person you are in a long distance relationship with is doing so with you, not because of scarcity of love where they are, but because they are really dedicated to you and the relationship. Like, this is very important to me. If I'm in a relationship with you, I want you to be I want it to be that you're also interested in what we're doing. You are in this with me together. You are not dating me, or you did not agree to have this long distance relationship because you feel like you've not been able to find somebody that suits you where you are, but you are doing this with me because you genuinely love me. So make sure the person loves you and the feeling is mutual. Let's not be that you're somewhere stressing yourself and the other person is just using you to pass out time, or they remember you and bounce back to you whenever their other relationship fails. So you need to be sure that we are doing this together. We are in this together. And if it has to be just me putting on my efforts and then you will bounce back on me whenever there is a heartbreak or whenever there is something, then it's not worth it, and then you should find your way. If you are going to suffer the distance and then the money you waste on calls and spend on everything, the gift and everything, I think it should be worth it. I think you should be with somebody that values you the same way you value them. Anything other than that, guys, is a no for me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This is the end of our talk on long distance relationships. If you did, do well to subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Baby, say bye bye. Baby, say bye bye. Bye, and thanks for watching.